Hey everyone, it's Devine and welcome to Divine Miracles. And the dragon, I don't know what I'm saying. The dragon, Imperial Dragon, what is it called? The Empirical Dragon Oracle, okay? So, you can see what sort of morning it's been. And I'm doing some messages for you guys. And I hope that you're happy and well wherever you are. And I want you to choose number 1 and number 2 or number 3. We are going to get a message from the dragons. You can always tell when they're around because suddenly it starts getting really, really warm. Okay. I'm working with a rock today. This is one of my favorite rocks. I also have cleared the cards with just a little bit of quartz. So let's go. Number 1. Are you ready? We never know what's coming through. You have the Aeon. This is for number 1. Okay, so you can see the energy of this orange dragon here. Number 2, you have the Lunar Dragon. And number 3, you have Gaia, the world. Okay. All right, so let's have a look. Number 1 first, the Aeon. Okay. So this is implying a time where, see how the energy is really sort of entwined here, all right? So if you chose number 1, that is also how you're feeling. You're feeling really like everything is just sort of all over the place and you feel like everything is all entwined and everything's all twisted up and everything's all difficult at the moment, okay? For some of you, this can also be the Judgment card in Tarot. So for some of you, may be feeling like everything is on your shoulders. The weight is on your shoulders. You also may be experiencing pain in this area, you know, from holding this energy or in your back or in your spine. So this is what I'm feeling for this too. There is a sort of an energy here with this particular card of relief being available to you and something coming, okay? But you have to start to trust your instincts and trust in the divine and trust in your direction a little bit more. It's like you take a few steps forward and then you feel something's going to change or something's going to stop or someone's going to leave or something's going to happen, and you recoil your energy back, right? So you're pulling with yourself all the time, and it's leading into a feeling of unbalance and a feeling of anxiety for some of you as well. Okay, so you're just feeling all of this happening all the time and you're not exactly sure. So something is blocking your way forward, and it has to do with something that you've experienced before that is repeating to you now. And sometimes your body can completely shut down until you admit this to yourself, or admit, okay, that was in the past, this is now. I can't just keep on going back and forth with worries and concerns and stresses, you know, all the time, or being afraid to live my life just in case, you know, because when you are strong enough and you're empowered, you don't really care what's happening to you. You don't live in a state of fear. You live in a state of focus. You live in a state of direction and of manifestation, you know, of being able to do whatever it is that you need to do. It's like you're not afraid to be alone if you have to be, right? So in that comes great confidence. And if you're not feeling confident in yourself, now is the time to start examining who's knocked your confidence and why have you, in some ways, allowed that to continue. What is the real fear? That's what I'm getting told here. So something is entwined in your life or feels twisted up. You must release yourself from your own cage that you've placed around yourself. Bring your power back to you, you know, and take one step at a time to communicate or move forward in a new direction, okay? Something positive is just about, you know, it's just about there. It's sort of like you're sitting on the edge of it. So just trust that things are going to start to flow once you recognize the patterns of your behavior and why you have that in the first place. Always there if you need help with releasing all of that too, okay? Now for number 2, you have the Lunar Dragon, okay? So you have this energy of the moon working on your side. It feels like this is a card of great strength after a time of perhaps some mental chaos that you've been having in your life too, or someone who feels like they are pulling the wool over your eyes or deluding you in some way, and you're getting this feeling of it, and you've broke free as well. Like, I get this feeling with the Lunar Dragon that you've broken free from a situation that someone was manipulating you into, or someone was having power over you with, and finally you've sort of like, stuff this, I'm not doing this to myself anymore, I'm not living my life like this under this falseness, or feeling pressured or feeling stuck. If you need to if you want a life for yourself, it's like you have to create it, because nobody else can do this for you. I mean, most people are going to put you down in some way. Most people are going to ridicule. There's very few people that, and I mean, except for you guys that are listening, and people who are on your spiritual team, throughout Facebook and social media and all that. There's very few people in real life that is going to inspire you, or going to give you, the way forward. Say, here, take my hand, I'm going to take you this way. Very rarely that happens. So we have to, work on ourselves and get inspiring, updates, etc. from, the things that the people who are already out there with their spirituality. But in the ordinary life, going to the shopping center or something, there's no one really there going to say, oh, hey, here's a new direction for you. Here, take this way, and this will be easier for you than what you're doing now. It's just not there. So you have to rely on yourself. And it's like with the Lunar Dragon in your reading, okay, the Lunar Dragon has come because there's been a feeling of feeling like you're losing control, or that you've been crazy, crazy kind of energy has been around you, or someone who's nutty and crazy has been putting all of this crap into your head. And it's taken you a long time to filter through and see the brainwashing that's been going on. Maybe you've been dealing with narcissism when this card shows up. And, when our dragons are with us, especially, the ones that are connected to the moon and the stars and the earth and the skies and all this kind of stuff, because there's all different types, they're really illuminating, okay, this is the area of your life that is nutty. This is the area of your life that people have influenced the most. Now it's time to just get rid of it. See it for what it is. Stop trying to fix it and get out of the way. Sometimes we just can't fix things that are, continually breaking, or making you feel broken, or making you feel like a failure, or whatever. So the message for you, if you chose number 2, is it's time to wake up. It's time to get out of a situation that is controlling, and only you can step into a new direction, but you're completely supported as you do so, right? You always are supported. So we need to be calling on this, especially when the energy is really, really crazy. And don't believe the words of people who have put you down in the past, that you're worthless, or you're useless, or you're stupid, or you're thick, or you're not smart enough to do that, or you're not pretty enough, or you haven't got the right figure, or you haven't got the right height, or whatever it is that someone has blocked you from and stopped you from doing. Don't allow that to continue in your life ever again. Those people saw a greatness in you that they did not want you to see. It wasn't because you were stupid or weak or useless or any of that stuff. Those were the words that attacked your emotional side, that made you go, oh my God, that's that thing, because they didn't want you to see your strength, your power, your light, what you're going to be able to do in the world. They were trying to stop you. It was actually, you asked for it, before you came to Earth. These people will try to block you. These people are going to upset you. These people are going to make your journey difficult so that you will push through and get to where you want to be. So either you delay that by continually thinking and believing these people when they were telling you all this crap about how stupid you are. You keep believing that, you're just going to go in that cycle of self-doubt, depression and sadness. Or you say, okay, they said all this stuff to try to stop me. Well, stuff that. I'm going to go forward anyway. And all the things that they said, actually it was the opposite. It was actually the opposite the whole time. It was just there to try to stop me. Well, I'm breaking free. Now watch me fly, okay? And that is how you do it. And you get out of all that stuff. And you never let anybody program that into you again. You know, release. So the card for number 2 is really quite powerful for anybody that's listening as well. Now, the card for number 3 is Gaia, okay? So this is a connection to Earth as a whole and the universe as a whole as well. That you're moving, that you may actually be moving into a new location, which is going to change the energy of that place. Sometimes we're in a place we don't even like because we're changing the energy there. We're bringing light into this space that wouldn't be there without us, right? So you're moving into a new direction. You have the support of the universe behind you as you do so. And don't drag your feet, okay? If, again, there's this stagnant energy happening right at this second because we are getting an influx of knowledge, okay? So the influx of knowledge needs to be processed. It's like you can input all of this information into a computer, but then you have to restart it for it to actually take effect, right? So this is what's going on with you. We're getting all of this information and all of this downloads, and then we have to refresh ourselves and restart ourselves and rethink everything for it all to take effect. And now you're moving into more of a completion period. You're done with all the bullshit. You're finished with all that stuff. You're done with all the people that are weighing your energy down. You're sick and tired of stressing out and, you know, worrying about everything. And you're ready to embark. And then there's this like stagnant energy, like, well, nobody's coming and nothing's happening. And it's because you're in a preparation stage. So whenever that's taking place, you're in a preparation stage. You've just been, you're working in Windows safe mode at the moment, okay? So you're behind the scenes figuring everything out. You're just taking your time because then there's going to be the next wave upon you of activity and, you know, all these things happening all at once, okay? So if you have chosen the Gaia card, the third message in this reading, you are blessed. Things are happening. Things are shifting on such deep levels that it takes a little bit of a while to process, but it's worthwhile. Anything that's investing in your healing and in your spiritual journey and in the growth of who you are is always worthwhile, even if we don't understand it at the time. Okay, it's always worthwhile to us. So take some time right now to relax and enjoy this space, all right? And enjoy this time between the next time of your life. So you're just in this lull period, in this quiet period, because it's going to get noisy real soon, okay? And after the peak of the Lion's Gate on the 8th of the 8th, starts to shut down, this energy starts to shut down a bit until the 12th, and then 14th it's going to be shut. So we won't have such tremendous sort of triggering and upsets and upheavals and craziness. Otherwise, you know, there'll be some planetary stuff going on. And there are solar storms. When solar storms are around, it's like you can't sleep, you feel allergic to everything, you feel like everything's going wrong, you know, but your intuition is enhanced and things are going on behind the scenes as well. So just trust in this path. Trust in the path that you've chosen, that you're walking on. Okay, you don't have to be the same as anybody else. That's the point. The point is to stay unique. And when you stay unique to yourself, that's the very thing that people are drawn to. It's not the fake people or trying to be something that they're not. It's the people that are just themselves, you know, just how it is, and accepting of that. And, you know, you can just expand so much from allowing that space in your heart, in your life. So hopefully all of you have got the messages that you needed today, and I'm really grateful for you all. Don't forget to try my level 1 Dragon Energy Magic and Special Attunement and Connection with your own dragons that come forward. Please try that. It's in the links below. There's going to be more lessons coming for you all that you can download, and you know, empowerment series, etc. All kinds of different things. So let me know what you'd also like to learn. And until the next time, lots of love, many blessings, and goodbye for now. Bye.